Alright, what's up, dudes? I'm out here at the lot helping my buddies trying to learn some wheelies, and I thought I'd kind of put together a quick video. I know Motard Steve, a good homie of mine, has asked me some questions, some tips about getting it up, so I thought I'd kind of run through learning a wheelie today. So this is a DRZ 400 Supermoto. We're going to be practicing second gear wheelies today. I feel second gear is the easiest gear to wheelie in. It still comes up super easy, but it's not nearly as touchy as first and not hard as to get up as third is. So yeah, we're doing second gear wheelies. My WR250X, I learned second gear wheelies first, and my Z1000, I do them in second gear as well. So yeah, I thought I'd just kind of do a quick tutorial, go over the basics of learning it, how I started, and yeah. Like I said, I'm not killing the streets. I'm not fucking balance point wheeling, 12 o'clock in, foot braking, all that good stuff. This is just a basic of how to get the bike up, because chances are if you're watching this video, you don't know how to get the front end up. Ooh, Anthony just did one. So, okay, so we're just going to go over the basics. And like I said, if you have any comments, suggestions, put it down in the bottom. If you want to tell me I fucking suck balls, that's fine. I'm well aware of that. So, yeah, but let's kind of go over the basics if we would. So the first thing I like to do is, well, I'm in neutral, not being neutral, is get in the gear you wanna wheelie in, and we're not gonna use the clutch at all at first. We're just gonna kind of practice accelerating hard through the gear and learning where the power is. So we're in second gear right now. See, you can kind of, once you roll on, you can feel where the power in the bike is, and you can even see my bike started to lift a little bit. So that's basically it for a little bit. You just want to get in second gear, give a little bit of throttle, just find out exactly where that power is in that gear, and that's where you want to be in. And just accelerating hard through the gear is just going to give you that feeling of the front coming up ever so slightly. So it's going to get you more and more prepared for when you start adding in the clutch. You're not going to be as scared as it's shooting up on you. So take your time in second gear, just kind of run through it. Power through the gears a lot, take your time on it, and then next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the clutch. So when I first started learning wheelies, ZX Rider, whatever, he's the one who taught me, and I was having so much troubles with it, and eventually what he told me is I was dumping the clutch instead of slipping it. So essentially what dumping the clutch is holding it in, letting your throttle rev, and then letting it out. And it all comes out at once, and it's really scary. It shoots up on you, and it's very, very inconsistent if you don't have good brake control and whatnot. So I hate that method. So what he taught me to do was slip the clutch, which is all it is you're just pulling in your clutch a little bit, giving it a little bit of gas, and then see how the front end comes up. So you just slip your clutch a little bit, just slightly pull in, throttle, pops right up on you. So to practice doing that, what I do, or how I learned, is I just got in a higher gear. You could be commuting around town or whatever. Just practice getting in a higher gear so it doesn't actually come up on you. But just practice slipping your clutch a little bit and getting that feeling of the bike kind of lurching forward, because that's what you want. So here we go. I'll make a turn. I'll kind of give you guys a suggestion or demonstration. So here we are. We're third gear. I'm steady on my throttle. Blip the throttle a little bit, see how the bike, or blip the clutch a little bit and give it a little bit of throttle, see how the bike wants to lurch out on me. That's exactly what you need. So just get in those higher gears for a little bit, practice slipping your clutch a little bit, give a little bit of throttle, playing with your throttle, and see how the bike reacts. So once you're consistent on slipping your clutch with your throttle, then you're ready to actually start doing second gear clutch ups. So here we go. We'll get down first, second. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the bike about a foot off the ground and use my clutch to slip it. See, that popped up nice and easy. Didn't have to do much. When I first started too, all I really did with my throttle hand is I would pick a point on the throttle, like, okay, I want to give it maybe 20-30% throttle, and I'm just going to slip my clutch on the way there. So 30%. See how it popped up just a little bit? We only got about 6 inches there, but that's all you're shooting for at first. So here we go. I'm steady on my throttle. 15 miles an hour in second gear for me. 30% throttle and slip your clutch. See, I came right up. So once you get comfortable with that, then you just start adding more and more throttle. So here I am, second gear, I'm gonna give it maybe 50% throttle. And just hold it. And it comes right up on you. So once you learn that slipping motion, the wheelie becomes so easy. Because you know you're gonna be able to modulate how high you want the bike to come up on you just from using your throttle and slipping. So once you get that slipping motion down, you can pretty much pick and choose of how high you want the bike to go. So here we go, second gear. I'm gonna give it a little bit more throttle this time. See how it comes right up? I'm going uphill right now, so it's a little easier. If you can find a place to, you know, practice uphill, then that's great. So, well, once again, we're second gear. I'm about 15 miles an hour right now. But I mean, it's going to vary from bike to bike. I can't tell you what's best on your bike. So, but this was works for my DRZ and what works for my WR250X. On my Z1000, I do second gear about 40-45 miles an hour, and it still comes up pretty smooth. But that bike has so much power, you can do it pretty much anywhere in second gear. So, oh, and cover your brake. I fucking completely forgot about that. Yeah, you want to cover your brake just to make sure if it comes up too high, you can tap it and bring it down. So let me turn around here and I'll do a couple more. I'm gonna give you guys some more demonstration here. So once again, it's all about that slip motion. So here we are, we're second gear, 15 miles an hour or so, slip. Just comes right up, just hold your throttle consistent. Right now I'm kind of chopping it a lot, which is really bad. You want to be really smooth and consistent on your throttle, which I'm still working on. But for the most point, second gear, 15 miles an hour, bam, just comes right up on you. God, I'm so choppy today, but so that's essentially it. It's just really that slipping motion. Once you can get the slipping of the clutch down, you'll be able to wheelie pretty much every time you want to. It's not a hard thing at all once you get it down, and it transfers over from bike to bike. You just got to find that power in second gear. Now, if you're having troubles with the getting up, but you know you're not getting it up as high as you want to, one of the worst things I started doing when I started doing wheelies is I would look down at my cluster to see how fast I was going, and I would keep my eyes locked on the cluster. But that's a really bad habit to learn, because when you pop it up, your initial reaction is, oh shit, the bike's coming at me, this isn't natural, and you put your chest to the tank and it just kills the motion of your wheelie. So you want to sit straight up, look straight ahead of yourself, and then pop it, and try to pop your fender up into your vision. Not sure how well you guys can see that, and that's a really shitty wheelie too, but you guys kind of get the gist of it. But yeah, essentially that's it. You want to pop your fender up into your vision. And I'm still not leaning back as far as I should be, but I mean that's just going to come with time and experience of getting really comfortable with the bike. Like if you watch the homie Subimoto and fucking Jake and all the SBK guys basically are much better wheeling at me, but you'll see a lot of them have a lot better body positioning than I do. But I mean, like I said, I'm just really trying to teach you guys how to just pop the bike up and get comfortable with that. So like I said, 15-20, pick a spot on your throttle, let's say 40% here, slip your clutch, chase it out. See, I'm just holding my throttle consistent, just chasing the front wheel. So once again, 15 miles an hour, slip your clutch, hold it consistent, and just chase it out. I mean, if you're not using a lot of throttle at first, like, you can really take your time. You're not going to loop it out. Like, if you're really touchy on your throttle, like if you're really thinking about how much of throttle you're applying, it's not going to shoot up on you once you can get that motion of slipping the clutch down. It's actually relatively safe, I say, for about as much as doing a wheelie. And then once you get second gear down, I mean, you can even move to third gears. I just learned third gears. I'm not really that consistent with it, and the only difference is I add a little bit more bounce and tug to it. So that was really terrible. Let me try to get a better one. That was a little better. Now but in second gear you shouldn't have to bounce and tug. I see a lot of people like trying to pull theirs up, and the bike will do it in second gear. If you have a supermoto or, you know, any bike with a little bit of power, you shouldn't have to jerk and tug on it, or jerk and tug on it. The bike will come up. Chances are if you're doing that, your technique's wrong. So, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it as far as doing wheelies. Remember, like I said, get that slip and motion down, practice it over and over. All it is repetition. And then once you get it down consistently, you can pop the bike up anytime you want. But yeah, and like I said, cover your rear brake. I'm not really at the balance point yet, so I'm not to the point where I'm using the brake to keep myself up. But I mean, that's not what we're going for right now. We're just going for the basics. And as I learn that, I'll put out another video fucking explaining it. But yeah, second gear clutch ups, guys. That's basically it. Go out, practice. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down there. If you're better than me and you have some suggestions to teach people how to do it better, fucking be my guest, man. We're just trying to progress here. That's all we're trying to do. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and be safe out there, man. Later. I gotta go find the guys now.